Welcome to the Daily Decant, your 5-minute briefing on the world of wine. Each episode delivers practical insights to help you choose, order, and talk about wine with more confidence in everyday social settings. Let's get into today's decant. Today we're talking everyday reds, and I'm going through 5 of them today. 5 grapes or regions that I come back to again and again, not because I can't afford something more expensive, but because they are genuinely intrinsically excellent and because they make food taste better in a way that even very good, more expensive wine sometimes doesn't. Let's go. First off is Barbera d'Asti. We covered this during Piedmont Week, but it belongs on every everyday wine list ever written. Barbera is the most widely planted red grape in Piedmont, and for decades it was considered the workhorse variety. The wine the farmers drank while they saved the Barolo for guests. That changed dramatically in the 1980s when producers like Giacomo Bologna of Breda began treating it with the same seriousness as Nebbiolo. Today, the best Barbera d'Asti is one of the most food-friendly red wines in Italy. Deep color, naturally high acidity, soft tannins, with dark cherry and plum fruit, and a liveliness that makes everything from pasta to pizza and grilled chicken taste better. And usually it's under $20. Producers to look for are Viete Tre Vigne at around $18, Brunotto at $15. Check out both and see which one you like better. Next is Cru Beaujolais. We covered this during the Burgundy Week episode on the hidden Burgundies, and I'll say it again here because it deserves every mention it gets. The 10 Cru villages of Beaujolais, particularly Margone and Moulevin, produce Gamay-based wines of extraordinary complexity from old vines planted in granite soils. These are not the frivolous bubblegum Beaujolais Nouveau that gave the region its unfortunate reputation. These are serious, structured, age-worthy wines. Margone, in particular, develops a kind of earthy iron and cherry complexity with 5 years of age that makes even experienced wine drinkers reach for their glass twice. $20 to $30 is usually what you're going to see here. Next producer is Marcel Lapierre in Morgon. This is the benchmark. The producer to look for is Marcel Lapierre in Morgon. This is usually the benchmark. Jean-Paul Thévenet is another name worth knowing, and the wines are criminally underpriced. Côtes du Rhône. The broad regional appellation of the southern Rhône Valley produces large volumes of Grenache-based blends, often with Syrah and Morgevois. That represents some of the most reliable value in French wine. The best examples have dark fruit, warm spice, and a kind of sun-drenched generosity that's immediately satisfying, and the kind of food pairing versatility with lamb, pork, roasted vegetables, cheese that makes them the most useful bottle to have on hand. At $12 to $18 from a good producer, this is the red wine I recommend to more people than any other. Producers to know are Iguial, Côtes du Rhône around $15, one of the most consistent value wines in France. And Chateau de Beaucastel, Côte at around $20, a step up in complexity and worth every dollar. Mencía from Bierzo in Ribera Sacra in northwestern Spain is next. We touched this during Spain Week, and it belongs here because it's one of the most genuinely underrated red grapes in the world. It's light in color like Pinot Noir, but with a savory, herbal, floral quality that is entirely its own. Includes violets, dark cherry, slate, sometimes a hint of eucalyptus. From the vertiginous terrace vineyards above the river gorges of Galicia and Leon, this grape produces wines of remarkable elegance and complexity for $15 to $20. Producers look for Bodegas Estefania Tileñas from Bierzo at around $17. This is one of the best value red wines in Spain. Next up, Carménère from Chile. This grape, once thought to be Merlot, later revealed to be a long-lost Bordeaux variety, found its true home in Chile, where the climate allows it to ripen fully in a way that it could never in France. The result is a wine with distinct profile, dark plum, blackberry, a characteristic green pepper, and a dark oud note, silky tannins, and a warmth and generosity that's completely appealing. The best Chilean Carménère has genuine complexity and aging potential. Producers to know are Concha y Toro, Marqués de la Concha at around $18, and one of the finest under $20 reds in South America. Close Apalta at the top end, but their entry wines from the same family of estates at $20 to $22 show what the grape is capable of. 5 reds, all under $25, all genuinely excellent. The practical list: Barbera d'Asti from Vieté, Cru Beaujolais from Marcel Lapierre, Côtes du Rhône from Guigal Mencía from Telenus, and Chilean Carménère from Marqués de la Concha. Tomorrow we'll talk about everyday whites, That's today's Daily Decant. If you found this helpful, be sure to subscribe and share with your friends so you can continue building your wine knowledge in just a few minutes a day. See you tomorrow for your next decant.